Hey, what's up everybody? How y'all doing? This is Jerry here, and I'm back with a brand new episode of Ballin' with Jerry. Yes, Ballin' with Jerry. Now, on this episode, I have something kind of special to show you guys. And that special thing is that I'm going to be showing you guys my bedroom. Now right now, I'm inside my house. I'm inside my house right now. And now I'm going to be showing you guys my bedroom. So this episode is going to be a bedroom tour. And I really hope you enjoy this episode. Let's get started. Alright, so behind this door is my bedroom. Now let's take a look, and I'll take you guys on a tour inside my bedroom. Alright, so I'm standing inside my bedroom. Now come on over. Come on closer. Okay guys, we're now inside my bedroom. Now let me show you guys a quick 360-degree look around my bedroom. Alright, so did you see everything in that 360-degree swirl around, 360-degree circle that I just took? If you didn't quite catch everything that you saw in that 360-degree circle, I'll show you guys everything that I have inside my bedroom on this bedroom tour. Now buckle your seatbelts. I'm going to take you on a ride, and I'm going to take you on a tour around my bedroom. Alright, so I'm going to start off this bedroom tour with, of course, where I sleep. Now this is my bed. Now this bed is like a double bed, or or like a king size bed, but for me, it can fit me perfectly. This is a place where I spend some of my time. This is a place where I record, where I have recorded some of my YouTube videos, especially most of these episodes on this show, Ballin' with Jerry, and I'll demonstrate to you how I fit on this bed. I don't know if you guys can see me 100%. And on this bed, I believe you can fit probably like 3 to 4 people on this bed, depending on how big they are. Maybe at least 3 big people, or like 3 skinny people, or can't fit probably more. At least 3 to 4 people on this. Now let me talk more about this bed. Now, as you can see, this bed has a more of a lavish blanket, lavish pillows. I like the way this bed is made, especially with this blanket and pillows. I reckon it makes this bed look classy and lavish and extravagant. Well, at least to me it does. So now behind me, I have the curtains, and of course, and I obviously have the window right beside me, especially when I sleep. But obviously, when I sleep, I usually close the window and close the curtains. And I'll show you this. You've seen the curtains. You see the curtains? And check this out. Alright, so you see these curtains. Now, I guess these curtains are made of silk, I'm assuming. And also have the blinds. So for example, let's say it's nighttime. I want to close the window. You just close this. I close the blinds first. Then after that, I close these curtains. Alright, so right here you have the curtains closed. Now, and I gotta say, these curtains look real nice. When I first got them, I was a little bit reluctant, but I decided to take it anyway. And now I don't regret taking these curtains. And my mom gave me these curtains, by the way. So, I really love the vibe of these curtains, plus the vibe of this bed, because it really gives off more classy, lavish, and extravagant vibes. Plus the bed, and plus the curtains. And I can also do this. And so with this, nobody can see me when I sleep. Nobody can peek through the window and spy on me when I'm sleeping. So with this, when I close this all the way down, nobody can see me. Nobody can spy on me. And to me, that gives me more peace of mind and more protection. So in case someone decides to climb over the fence, and decides to look through the window, let's say my window, let's say someone, maybe some of you guys or maybe someone else decides to look through my window, I'll have this blocking it. So you won't see me while I'm sleeping through the window from outside when this is all the way down. See that? And I'm just going to pull it back up again. And usually when I wake up, I usually open the window just a little bit for fresh air. And yeah, that's how I usually do it with these blinds and these curtains. And also, you may or may not see this, but right here I have this on the windowsill, and it says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength, and they will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary." Just in case you didn't really catch that verse, where this is written in, is found in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31. And in case you guys may or may not know, is that I'm a Christian man. I'm a Christian. So, I believe what the Word of God says 100%, and I always will believe what the Word of God says 100%. So right here I have this leather conditioner, and you can probably tell from distance that it's fading away, and to be honest, I haven't used this very much. I rather use shoe polish to polish my leather sneakers. Not this, not really. But I still keep it though, just in case I might need it. Now right here I have is lotion, moisturizing lotion. I use this for both my body and my face, because you gotta take care of your skin, right? Because you gotta take care of your skin. That's why I always have this stuff here, especially right next to where I sleep. Because I usually take this every single day after I wake up. No, sorry, after I have a shower. I usually take this stuff after I have a shower to keep my skin nice, looking nice and moisturized like it is right now. And right here I have eczema cream. Now this is dermatologically tested eczema cream. So with this, I apply this to my face twice a day. So one, before I have a shower. No, sorry, not before I have a shower, after I have a shower. So after I have a shower, and the second time before I go to sleep. And that's to settle down the acne, so that I use this to avoid the pimples from developing on my skin, so that my skin stays nice and fresh and nice and healthy, like it is right now. So this stuff kind of hydrates my skin, and I need this stuff. I really need this stuff, because without this, my skin will be out of control. I'll have acne and it will be out of control, because without this, I will have pretty terrible acne, and my acne will go crazy and go all over the place. And I'll show you guys a picture of what it looks like when I had acne. Yeah, like I was saying, I use this stuff every day, every single day. So one, after I have a shower, and two, before I go to sleep. And this keeps my skin nice and moisturized, and it kills the pimples and kills them down overnight on my skin. And every time I use this, my skin gets better and better, and the pimples start to kill off. Pimples die because of this that I apply to my skin. Yeah. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is a bunch of other stuff that I have. I got Lynx Africa, which I use very often, or not quite often. I can just spray it. It has a decent scent to it. It has a decent smell to it. But the smell goes off quite quickly because it's a fragrance. It's a body spray. Okay, now what you see on the wall here are my awards, or let's say my certificates, or let's just say my academic achievements when I was in school. Now, right here, what you can see here is a Bronze College Community Award presented to yours truly, which is me. So Jeremiah Amua Powell, which is me right here. For over 15 hours of contribution to the school community in semester 1 of 2018. So basically, I contributed to my house group. I made a lot of contributions to it, especially I dedicated a lot of time to that, and that's how I was able to receive this. And right here, this is a certificate of achievement. This certificate has been presented to me for achievement in sociology in semester 1. For those of you that don't know what sociology is, I'll give you a definition. But my definition of sociology is basically the study of society and how things work in society, and basically how society behaves. And it's basically the study of society as a whole. That's why, for me, that's why it's called sociology. And sociology is a social science, as opposed to psychology, which is a behavioral science. Now, and I got this certificate because I did really well in sociology, so that's why they gave me this certificate. Now this certificate or award is a Semester Excellence Award presented to me for physical education in 2018. And if you look at me, it won't take that long to figure out why, but I'm not gonna brag. I'm just gonna tell you why I got this award, and that's because I did very well in physical education. When I was in year 11, 11th grade, and when I was in senior high school, in 2018, I got an A in physical education, and I believe that was the reason why I got this award. Alright, so moving on to this award. Semester Achievement Award, presented to me for media. And this one was more recent, in 2019. In July 2019, so that's basically a year ago. This is 2020 right now. So a year ago, in 2019, I received this award. And the reason why I achieved this award was because I was working very hard in media, and I was constantly improving my skills, especially my editing skills. And you guys can probably see that right now via in all my episodes, especially in my other videos on my other channels. You'll begin to see why I got this award. And I was constantly working, I was constantly learning, I was constantly trying to improve my skills, my technical skills and my editing skills with Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, I believe that was the reason why I received this award. And that's thanks to, and I like to give credit to God for giving me the wisdom and giving me the help and the support, and to my parents and to my tutors out there for supporting me. So thank you guys for making. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to say thank you to my parents and to my teachers and to my tutors and to God and to my work ethic for making all this. Oh yes, and this is not all. This is not all. I have more awards than this. But it's in different places. Yeah, so basically, every day when I wake up, I always post Rise and Grind on my Snapchat story. So if you want to see Rise and Grind and get that daily motivation, then be sure to follow me on Snapchat. The snap code will be in the description, so you can go follow me on Snapchat. Yeah. So this is a portion of it. I'll show you the other portion of it. Oh, I forgot. This award right here. I'm not sure if you guys can still see me, but oh yeah, and by the way, this Gungahlin College was the highest college. Well, I live in Canberra, so we usually call grade 11 and 12 college. That's what we call it in Canberra, college. Hence why it's called Gungahlin College. But right here, this is from my high school. From 7th grade to 10th grade in high school. When I was in year 7 to year 10, 7th to 10th grade, I went to Jalopy Park High School. I'm not sure if I should tell you the name of that right now, but it's probably too late. But this is a certificate. This certificate is awarded to me for application to studies in English. Now this award is older. It's a little bit older. This award is from 2017. That was when I was in 10th grade. And I gotta say, I appreciate this because when I look up to my certificates, it always lets me know that I've accomplished something. No matter what I've accomplished, when I look at the wall right here, it always tells me that I've accomplished something and that I've worked hard for it. These are kind of like trophies to me. These are like trophies to me. One of my trophies. Okay, so down here I have a shoe rack. This is the place where I put most of my shoes. Now I have a whole episode about my entire sneaker collection, so I'll put a link to that episode that I'm talking about right now in the description so that you guys can check it out after watching this video. So yeah, so right here I got this shoe rack. I got this brand new, just a few days ago. I was a little bit reluctant, but I just took it anyway. My mom gave me this shoe rack, and I'm pretty alright with this. I'm pretty nice. I'm pretty okay with the way it's turned out to be. Now you can see, because before I used to put these shoes that you see right here in the closet, or aka my wardrobe in my bedroom. Now I was having this argument with my mom about me having shoes in my wardrobe, so this was the reason why she bought me this, and I decided to just take it and just move on. But on the positive side, I got to wake up and just look at all my sneakers, all my shoes right here, in all of their glory. All of their glory. Which is what I like. I'm not sure if you can see this, but right here I have right over here I have a little trash can, I should say. And I just put trash in there. And I do this just to keep my room clean. Because I'm a clean guy and I love to keep things clean, in tip-top shape. Alright, so right here, now this is the spot where I record. This is the place where I've recorded most of my episodes of Ballin' with Jerry, plus my other videos that I've recorded on my other channels. I'll leave a link to all my channels in the description so that you can go check all those channels out. So right here I have my TV and my gaming console, and I have this little space right here. I can put my laptop and do some work. I kind of use this as an office space, because you gotta embrace that office lifestyle here, especially when you're doing YouTube or whatever. But it's not the most ergonomic place to do work in, especially when you're on your laptop typing and your back and your posture is not in check. So I usually go and do it in the living room or in the computer room, or let's just say the study area, I should say, in my house. But this is where I've recorded a lot of my episodes and a lot of my other videos on my other channels. So right here, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. This is my Xbox 360 console. Now I know you're gonna roast me. You're gonna judge me saying like, "Oh, Jerry, you got all this money. How come you still have, it's 2020, how come you still have an Xbox 360? Everyone's got PS4 now." Okay, I get it. I get the fact that everyone, literally a lot of kids and a lot of people out there have newer Xbox 360s, Xbox Ones, PS4s, or whatever. Like, I had the money. So back then, like a few months ago, I had the money to buy an Xbox or a PlayStation 4 like this, but I just kept putting it off. And I'm thinking about, and I will get an upgrade. Yes, I will get an upgrade soon, but soon, very soon, I'll upgrade to either an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X, or just switch to PS4. The reason why I'm getting an upgrade is because this Xbox has been with me since I was around 9 to 10 years old. My brother bought me this Xbox at around 2009, around 2009, 2010. I know it. Hold up, 2009. That's when my brother bought me this Xbox 360 for my 9th birthday. And prior to me having the Xbox 360, I had the Xbox original, the very, very first Xbox set to ever come out. And then after that, this Xbox came out. This exact Xbox. And this Xbox came out in November 2005. And this console is almost 15 years old. But I had this Xbox 360 for over 10 years now, for a decade, and it still works. And just in case you didn't know, I'm a gaming guy. I'm a video game guy, so I like to play video games. Now, I have a whole gaming channel. I'll leave a link to my gaming channel in the description. It's called Gaming with It's Gaming with Jerry, aka JAA Coolio. I'll leave a link to that channel in the description so that you can go check that out if you're into gaming, like me. So, this Xbox 360, I want to get an upgrade, and I'm going to get an upgrade soon. So, I know it's 2020, I know there's a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X coming out soon, but I don't really want to get the PS5 or the Xbox Series X. I want to get either a PS4 series or a Xbox One S or One X. But I want to get the Xbox One X. Yes, the One X. Just in case you live under a rock, here's what the consoles that I'm thinking about upgrading to look like. And another reason why I'm getting an upgrade. I'm upgrading from this Xbox 360 is that my Xbox, this Xbox has a very, 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 very weird, annoying problem. And I'll show you guys that weird problem in a few seconds. I'll show you. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my Xbox right now. So I'm just going to turn on the TV. Like I'm saying, I had this Xbox for over 10 years, and it still works to this day. Now, over those 10 years, my Xbox has had one big problem, and that big problem was that the tray doesn't open. Which means that in order for me to get the tray to open, I have to get like something to, let's say something slim, and stick it right through the tray and hit this button for it to open. Yeah, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's the problem that this Xbox has went through. Now, the Xbox has bumped into that problem at around 2011. When I was in 4th grade. And my brother went to get it fixed, and he got it fixed. Then a few years later after that, it had the same problem again. Which meant I had to get back to that solution thing. And I figured out a way to avoid that problem. And that way, that solution was to put a CD in, and turn it off. Then I turn it on, then press the button, which I'm going to do right now. Yeah, and it worked. But I hit it again. That's another problem. It's not, as soon as I press the button, it's not going in. That means I have to push it. Or just press it again. And it makes a weird sound after it does that. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. So, I was going to show you another problem that this Xbox has, but because the batteries in this controller are out of battery, I'm just going to have to demonstrate to you guys off my own memory. So, let's say the battery's fully charged. I hit this button, and it works. But as soon as I play a game, let's say Grand Theft Auto 5 for example, or Need for Speed, which is my favorite game to play. Whenever I make a collision, let's say I'm driving, I'm playing on my Xbox, and let's say I make a collision, just a slight collision, like this. Let's say I crash into a car or something. The controller disconnects. Which means that I have to reconnect it again by pressing this button right here in order for it to work again. So I have to repeatedly do that every time I get into a collision. get into a crash while I'm playing Need for Speed, or let's say doing stuff, playing another game. But you know what? But it gets worse. It gets worse. So I got Grand Theft Auto 5 recently in 2020, and I was on to the first mission, very first mission, and I barely even passed the first mission. Do you know why? Draw a new why. Because this controller keeps disconnecting randomly. Let's say I reach a certain point of the mission. Let's say specifically I'm going to switch characters, and by using this button, and it disconnects, and it does that every time when it comes to that point of the mission, and it kind of makes the game or playing games more unplayable because of that connectivity issue, which is a weird problem. And that is the biggest reason why I'm upgrading. That's the biggest reason why I'm going to upgrade to the Xbox One S or One X. More likely the Xbox One X, if I can find one, at an affordable price. But heck, it's ballin' with Jerry. I'll buy whatever. I buy whatever I want. So, let's say if the Xbox One X it's still out there, still available, then I get it. If they're not out there yet, then I'll just buy the Xbox One S. Like, it's no big deal. So yeah, this is my whole setup. This is a place where I play Xbox, obviously, and play video games, and I'll show you guys the video games that I play the most on my Xbox. And this is Need for Speed Rivals. That's the newest game I have on Xbox 360. So the newest game I have right now for Xbox is from 2013. And this game is from 2013. I have Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This game is from 2010. Oh yeah, sorry about that. My camera, my SD card on my camera said it was full. That means the storage was maxed out. That really annoyed me, but they ain't gonna stop me, and they ain't gonna stop us from traveling around and doing this bedroom tour. Now, like I was saying before, the games that I played the most on my Xbox 360 console was Need for Speed Rivals, and Need for Speed Most Wanted, and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. And this video game is from 2010. Yes, 2010. This game came out at around November 2010. This game is almost 10 years old. Almost 10 years old. But I still like the game, regardless of how old it is. Yeah, so let's go and continue on with this bedroom tour. Okay, so this right here is my wardrobe. Let's just say my closet, or just whatever you want to call it. Wardrobe, closet, whatever. These are like all my clothes here and up there. Pretty cool. I have some pretty cool clothes here. Now let's move on. And that car down there, this red car over here is my is the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Now, of course, this is a remote control version of the car. Now, this car is actually my dream car. And back when I was living somewhere else, back when I was living in Red Hill, a next door neighbor friend gave me this car as a gift. It's from Pakistan. Just right before, or maybe before I moved to Pakistan. This is one of my favorite toys, and I still have this toy, and I'll keep it. And unfortunately, this one doesn't work. The remote control of the system doesn't work. Maybe it's either the batteries or the car itself or whatever, but I'm still gonna keep it. Now down here, this is my newest toy. My newest remote control toy. This is a Lamborghini Centenario. Yes, a Lamborghini Centenario. A Lamborghini Centenario. Now, of course, this is a remote control version of this car. A life-size version of this car will cost over $2 million. Yes, over $2 million. But this is a very, very sexy ass Lambo. And this right here is my favorite Lamborghini so far. My very favorite Lamborghini. I like to keep it parked under this area, like a garage. Yeah. And right here I have my books, because I like to read. I'm a guy who likes to read quite often. I like to read a book after I wake up and before I go to sleep. I like to read my Bible right after I wake up. And right before I go to sleep, I read a book. And on this part of the closet, this is where I keep a lot of my other stuff. A lot of my, most of my accessories I keep in here. And a lot of my other books I keep in this area. I know it looks messy. It looks quite messy to me, but it looks low-key neat and messy at the same time. But I still like the look of this place. And right here I have my caps right here. The Michael Jordan cap and the New York Yankees cap. And I have my Washington Nationals cap, you can see over there. Then we have little Mordecai from regular show. And then you have Los Angeles Lakers cap. Then a Miami Heat cap. And a Nike headband, which is what I use when I play sports, because I break a sweat a lot. These are just some face mask. And these are just some soft toys. A beanie, and there's Bart Simpson. And this is a cap that I used when I used to work at KFC. I don't work at KFC anymore right now, but I used to work there from 2019 to to the beginning of 2020 is when I stopped working at KFC. And this is the top level, and I have another black headband right here. Because for me, how I think is that having at least two stuff is better than one. So right here on the bottom half is where I have my other stuff. As you can obviously see, just try to look up closer, I have the Super Nintendo. Now, this console, I never played the Super Nintendo, but I discovered it years ago. Years ago. And I thought it looks really cool, so I decided to bring it in the house from the shed and show it off just a little bit. Just putting this Super Nintendo on display. And here's the Super Nintendo controller right here. Looks very old-fashioned. Right here I have my other Xbox 360 controller. When my brother bought me the Xbox 360 for my 9th birthday, it came with this controller. There's nothing that much interesting about that. It also came with this headset right here, which I'll never use, to tell you the truth. And let me show you my custom Xbox 360 controller. My brother also bought me this Xbox 360 controller, and I love this Xbox 360 controller. Now, I don't love shooting games, but this is a Call of Duty Modern Warfare free controller. And it looks badass, it looks sick, it looks dope. And I really love this. And I love the way it feels. It feels a lot better than this controller right here. And I'll show you the other controller. This is the Xbox original controller right here. My brother used to have this when he was a kid, when he was a teenager. And it stopped working. And that's that. So I have a bunch of watches back there, and I'll have a watch collection episode coming soon on the next season. So stay tuned for that. That episode is coming soon. And I also have some Super Nintendo games. This is the NBA All-Stars or something. Then I have my 2 Cash Money guns. These are red Cash Money guns. I bought these in person. These costed around $35 each. And right here I have a souvenir. A souvenir. This is from Dubai. And as you can see, it's the Burj Khalifa. Now, a family friend, specifically the one that tutored me when I was in high school and college, went to Dubai and gave me this. I say it looks cool. I haven't unwrapped this, but I say it looks kind of cool. It looks very cool. But I've been to Dubai, by the way. And I have a pocket knife inside here. And I have my fragrances. Because I believe you should have a set of fragrances in your arsenal, in your wardrobe. It's a must-have if you're, no matter who you are, if you're a guy or if you're a girl, having at least one fragrance is a must-have, because I love to look good and I love to smell good. That's why I have the Natio fragrance. I got this for Christmas in 2019. I bought this Michael Jordan fragrance right here for myself, for my birthday in 2019. And I have the Playboy fragrance I bought for myself. And I got the Mercedes-Benz fragrance. And I'll show you the unboxing experience. So right here, I'm opening the box. It says, right here it says Mercedes-Benz Club. So we'll open this up. And And you see that? It has the Mercedes-Benz logo on it. Looks really cool, and I can see my reflection. Looks very cool. That's a Mercedes-Benz badge. Very classy. And this Mercedes-Benz fragrance is my most expensive fragrance that I have so far. And this fragrance is almost empty, and I'm gonna get another one of these Mercedes-Benz fragrance because I love Mercedes-Benz. Because they make very great cars, and they definitely make good fragrances. And also, I forgot to mention I have the helicopter, which my mom bought me for my graduation as a gift. Back in 2019 when I graduated, when I finished school. And and right here is my iPod Shuffle. And the story behind this iPod is that there was a language perfect thing going on, and surprisingly I won, and I won this iPod Shuffle. And I won this iPod Shuffle at around 2013. In 2013, so about 7 years ago. Which is pretty cool. And I have some toy cars. And I have this to measure my body. And that's pretty much it. And I also have this, which can do what you rub on your hair, and I'll show you. All right, so basically I use this, and you use this to apply this to your hair. You gotta put a lot of pressure on it, or else it won't work. Yeah, just keep rubbing it all around your hair. If you have afro hair like mine, then it'll work. Preferably if you have hair like this, or afro hair like this, or longer, it'll work. So yeah, that's how this thing works right here. Yeah, and I have earphones, earpods. I have some more earpods. I use these for my computer. And I'll have another episode coming soon about earpods versus wireless AirPods coming soon. So stay tuned to that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say here. I've been through a few changes, so I used to keep my shoes in here, but now I moved all my shoes, the shoes that I have in here, over there. Yeah, and I have my bags down here, and I got my helmet, so if I want to travel on my longboard, which is that or that and that, sorry, and just for safety, just put safety first out there. And so far, that's pretty much all I gotta say here. And I have my shades. Now, these are the shades that I've been rocking while I've been in my episodes. In my episodes of this show, Ballin' with Jerry, you've seen me wear these shades before, and they look dope, and they look cool. And I also have this watch, and I'll tell you the story behind this watch in my watch collection episode. And that episode is coming soon in the next season of Ballin' with Jerry. So stay tuned for that episode, and I'll tell you the story behind this watch. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on around here. I have my measuring tape, and I use this measuring tape to measure myself, to measure how tall I am. And I'm 6'4" tall, 225 pounds. So that's currently how big I am. And I have this. Now with this is now the same person that went to Dubai that I told you earlier, that tutored me in high school and college, that bought this, that got me this, also got me this thing right here. And I also have this black eraser. Now I use this to clean the grip tape of my longboards, which is this and that. And I scrub them to keep them nice and clean in tip-top shape. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's basically all I have to say here. And yeah, that's basically it. That's all I have to say here. And that will be all I have to say about my closet. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my whole bedroom tour around my bedroom. Now, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and before I conclude this episode of Ballin' with Jerry, I gotta say, this episode marks the end. This is the very last episode of season 1. And I'll be making a season 2 to the show, Ballin' with Jerry. And season 2 of Ballin' with Jerry is gonna come soon. So please stay tuned and subscribe to the show, Ballin' with Jerry, and hit the bell icon for future episodes that I release on this show. And I gotta say, if you had the patience to watch from the beginning to the end of this video, I gotta give you a big thank you. I thank you a lot for watching this video all the way to the very end. And I hope you enjoyed this whole bedroom tour with me, and thanks a lot for watching, and you've officially finished watching the very last episode of season 1 of Ballin' with Jerry. Stay tuned for more episodes on the next season of Ballin' with Jerry. I got a lot of stuff planned for the next season, season 2, and future seasons. For example, I plan on doing spend money challenges on the next season or future seasons. Who knows? I'll be doing spend money challenges. For example, you gotta spend X amount of money in X amount of time. And I also plan on doing the $1,000 outfit challenge. And I'll do that after I surpass 100 subscribers on this show, Ballin' with Jerry. So you better subscribe to the show if you want to see that coming. And what other stuff I have planned? Oh yes, I forgot. I also have a very big thing planned for this show. And only for this show only, Ballin' with Jerry. And that is Battle of the Ballers. Yes, Battle of the Ballers. That is coming soon. That theme is coming soon to the show very soon. So stay tuned for that. And Battle of the Ballers is coming to Ballin' with Jerry very soon. So please stay tuned. And I hope you liked this episode. Please like this episode. Subscribe to the show. And if you want, share this video for the support. I appreciate it. And I thank you guys very much for balling with me on this bedroom tour. And I'm going to tell you guys to leave the room. And stay tuned for more episodes of Ballin' with Jerry. Yes, Ballin' with Jerry.